Hey friends, it's Cass. Welcome to the Reconstructing History podcast. Hey guys, as you can see, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm a bit made up today, which is kind of crazy. Um, this it's natural light and this camera, this looks awful. I'm not used to seeing myself like this because with the ring light, and the good camera setup and everything, this looks really good. But on my tablet with just the sun coming in, I look like I've got on a fright mask. I mean, it's weird. Um, and that's one of the things I want to talk to you about. There's this idea that you have to be perfect on camera, and this idea that you can't have any wrinkles and you can't have any gray hair, or more particularly that your face can't move, that you can't have lines or I mean not even wrinkles, just places where you look like you have expression. Um, or that your makeup has to be perfect. I mean, if you look at my left and my right eye, I know they're not exactly the same because I'm really not good at makeup. I'm just not. I'm like, I'll put some over there. I'm lucky I get my lipstick on right. I mean, my lipstick is a trial. And if you look really closely at that, you'll see it's not right, left and right. But who cares? Who cares? Do you care? I mean, I care a little bit. I'm not going to come out here with like one eye done and one eye not done. But ultimately, who cares? Are you comfortable in your skin? Do you like this? Do you like putting on this color lipstick? Do you like doing your hair? Do you like doing it? And if you don't. There's no requirement upon you to do any of this. Hashtag you be you. It's if you enjoy playing with makeup, play with makeup. If you don't enjoy playing with makeup, don't think you must. It's I went through most of my life never wearing more than a little bit of eyeliner and some lipstick. And most of the time, not even that. I mean, most of the things that I've done, I'm a historical reenactor, so I don't wear makeup. And my hair is under a cap, and I just don't do that stuff. When I was in high school, I little bit, but not. I mean, I really don't like foundation. I mean, I'm an older woman and foundation is supposed to cover up my flaws. But honestly, I think it makes me look worse. I think it makes everything show up more. And but you put yourself in front of the lights. I think I might start doing videos without makeup on because frankly, friends, fuck it. I mean, I'm not about this. I'm not about the perfection thing. And and if you want to play the perfection game, I really can't advise you to do it. Perfection is it's a trap. It's a complete trap because you're never going to be perfect. Perfect means something unattainable. If you want to chase that, recognizing that you're always going to be chasing, you're always going to be in the process. Knock yourself out. Makes you happy? You be you. Whatever makes you happy, you do it. But if you think that you can't put a picture online, if every hair isn't in perfect position, if your skin tone isn't perfectly the same all over your face, which it shouldn't be the same all over your face, you're a human being. Um, I have scars. I'm proud of my scars. I got one under this eye that's covered up right now. It's not a scar. I got hit in the face by a longhorned cow when I was feeding my aunt's cows, and my husband tries to turn it into a story. Bob would try to turn anything into a big story, and he turns it into a story about how I wrestled a bull to the ground. I didn't wrestle, it wasn't a bull, it was a longhorned cow, and I poured out her food, and another cow tried to get her pile of food, and she went like this, and I just happened to be there, and I got it right in the eye, and I had a bruise there for years, and then it went away. And now that I'm getting older and the skin under my eye is getting thinner, it comes out again, a little spot there, and it reminds me of when Elizabeth horned me in the eye when I was trying to feed her. Stupid. Anyway, stupid cast tricks, right? So that's part of me. I have a scar on my lip. You can't see it, I'm wearing lipstick, but I have a scar on my lip where a dog bit me when I was 4 years old. And I'm not scared of dogs, which is funny. I love dogs, and the dog was afraid of the lawnmower, and the neighbors put me in the lawn in the fenced in area to play with the dog, and then went and mowed the lawn. And the dog jumped up, and I don't think she actually bit me. I think she just jumped up. She was panting and agitated, and she jumped up, and her tooth went through my lip. But she was fine, and I was fine, and we all lived to tell the tale. But yeah, scars mean you did stuff. Scars mean you didn't sit in your house and hide from the world. I've got scars on my knees that have coal dust in them that forever mark me as being someone from Pennsylvania coal region, because there was actual anthracite dust in my knee. Scars from horseback riding, scars from dancing. Scars mean you've lived, you've done stuff, you've pushed yourself, you've screwed up, mostly because you've screwed up. But why hide them? And I think maybe I'm making a decision this day that I'm not gonna. Maybe you'll see me in my next video and I'm not wearing foundation. Maybe not. Who knows? Depends. Maybe I will some days and maybe I won't other days, because I'm just not liking this. I think this looks like hell. I mean, if you're watching on YouTube, you can tell me in the comments. I think it's making wrinkles where I don't have wrinkles. Like it's like the foundation is wrinkling up where my face doesn't normally. So, hell with this. Fuck that noise, as the kids say, if the kids do indeed say that. So anyway, I'm ranting on and on about scars and stuff, and my whole point of this podcast wasn't to talk about scars, although scars are part of you be you, and I want you, if nothing else, to be you. But I want to tell you what's coming up this week. What we're working on this week at Reconstructing History. We are working on a new video, Bob and I, that's called You Don't Need No Stinkin' Dry Cleaners. We wear a lot of vintage clothing, and we wear a lot of reproduction vintage clothing, which has dry clean only labels in them, because they're silk and they're wool, and you can't throw them in the washing machine as you do your jeans and t-shirts. But isn't that really expensive? Isn't it crazy? You have to take it to a dry cleaner every time you wear it. You don't. You really don't. People have been wearing wool and silk and cotton and linen long before there was anything called a dry cleaner. And we have some terrific tips that will allow you to clean your real antique vintage clothes and your repro vintage clothes without having to send things off to a dry cleaner. They're really simple tips, and most importantly, really inexpensive. I mean, some of them don't cost anything at all. So that's what's coming up here at Reconstructing History this week. On the drawing board, I'm still working on the Regency Getting Dressed guides. That's the project I'm most focused on right now. And if there's anything that you would like to see that we haven't done yet, or that we've hinted at, please comment and tell me what you'd like. If you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, I'll put a link in the description box on YouTube so you can do that, because that's where we tell you about new things, and more importantly, that's where we give you coupons. So if you're waiting to buy that big cart full of patterns that you've wanted for some time and you're waiting for a coupon, the only way you're going to find out about it is if you subscribe to our newsletter. And we don't sell your information. We're not going to sell anything to you. We're going to sell you patterns, but that's what we sell. So, no. And we're not going to shove anything down your throat. We're not going to send you tons of spam. We're not going to send you any spam at all. We're just going to send you an email that says, here, take 20% off your next purchase at Reconstructing History. So that's nice. That's a reason to subscribe, isn't it? We're also working on our next series, which is called How to Fake the 30s. So Bob and I will take you through the clothing that men and women wore in the 1930s and what the shapes were. So if you're going to a 30s party, I don't know if people have 30s parties like they do 20s parties, but or just you like the style of the 1930s and you would like to evoke that style in your daily wardrobe, how you can do that. What are the shapes and silhouettes that you should be aiming for, and how you can do that with clothing that isn't actually vintage, clothing you could find at your thrift store, or maybe even find in your own closet. So that's it for this week. Thanks for listening to the podcast. See you next week. If you've been watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click the bell for getting notifications so that next time I upload, you hear about it. Thanks very much. Bye.